All right, we are live. Can everyone hear me okay? Let's see who's in the chat. We have Charlie, of course. We have Tools and Targets, Plum and Hog, Felicia. Felicia, you're so funny. You got Neil. Nice. HHS Services. What's up, buddy? Robert Vick. Plum and Hog. All right, man. Did I miss anybody? Everyone in the chat, please say hello. Everyone, please push a thumbs up too while you're doing it. Mark Highwayman, what's up, buddy? It's good to see you. Robert says, "What's up, Smash?" All right. Let's see. We got a few minutes till our guest arrives. I just want to say it's good to have you guys in here. I really enjoy doing these live streams. I'm having a great time doing it, and I hope you guys are getting something out of it. Listen to me ramble on. I am not a gun expert by any means, but I love guns. I love shooting them. It's on. How you like this, guys? Oh, I know. It's cool, right? I love it. Plumbing, you missed some lives this week. I know, man. It's all right. Hold on. Let me see. Let me make sure. That he got invited to the chat. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure all this stuff out. It's a learning process. All right, so let's see who else is in the chat. Neil, Felicia. I miss anybody? Frank, what's up, man? It's good to see you. Charlie, good dude. So did anybody score ammo this week? I'm curious. I did okay. I'm glad I got that another 800 rounds of 22 long rifle at $51 a box because I heard it went up to $59, and I don't know if I could pay $59. I mean, I have 8 boxes of the 800 rounds. That should last me till the end of the year or until Felicia comes down and shoots it all up at the event, April 24th. Make sure you registered. But, man, $59 for something I used to spend, I think it was $32 for that 800 rounds last year. It was bananas. All right. Oh, man. So let's see. No, he needs no introduction, folks. The one, the only, Mr. Hootie Hoo. Did I say that right?
You say it however you want to say it. I'm sitting here seeing how the lighting is. Is my face too bright?
Not too bad. Oh, there you go. Much better. You got your coffee? Is that coffee?
Oh yeah.
Nice. You might have to turn your that there's a little bit of an echo.
How about now? Same difference?
Let's see. Pretty good.
If it messes up, I'll sign in on a different computer if this messes up.
No, it looks pretty good. So if you guys aren't a subscriber to Hootie Hoo, make sure you like and subscribe. His chat is in the description. Let's see. So, hey, first off, man, I want to really thank you for coming on. I've watched you for about 3 months now. My first video I saw of yours was a 10 mil versus 357 you did. I think it was about 3 months ago.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know if your YouTube audio is up. Can you guys hear an echo?
I'm not even on the YouTube.
Oh, that's weird. Maybe that's just me. It's probably just me. Yeah, there you go. I think I was yelling into this mic. I'm still trying to learn how to use this thing.
That's high tech. I don't even have a mic.
I know. This thing was a whopping $60 on Amazon. Yeah, everyone says they hear me in your audio.
Give me like 30 seconds, and I'm gonna sign in on my other computer.
Okie doke. And just like that, folks, I hope you liked the show. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all you guys. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I mean, when you do these solo, it's a lot easier because it's just you. But when you have someone else on, you have to worry about mic and the pickup and the gain and all that good stuff. I am in no way an expert. Micah Young says, I hear it bad. I don't know. It happens. You guys like that? I try and have a good time. Let's see. Robert says he needs headphone or buds. Yeah, maybe. I don't have headphones. I don't have earbuds. So how come I don't have that problem? Interesting. It's tricky to sync up some audio volume and stuff. I know it. It is a little bit. Hey, Tool, since you're an audio expert by now, were we matching up pretty good? Make sure you guys tell us because, Levi, bro. Levi LAX with a $20 super chat, brother. So in case you guys don't know, me and Levi go way back. I mean, God, I've known Levi. How long have we known each other, man? Like 20 years? Feels like it. Over 20 years. God. It's been a long time, man. The only reason I would ever go back to Los Angeles is just to hang out with friends that I left there. Other than that, nah. If I was rich, I'd have everyone come meet me in Vegas and call it a day. All right, let's try. All right, let's try this again. Here we go.
I got to come off mute. How's it sounding now?
Let's see.
Now I got some kind of music playing.
Uh-oh.
How's it sound now?
Sounds pretty good. I don't hear any echo.
Yeah. I don't know what the difference is, but
I don't know. So speaking of, all right, let's start this over. Thank you so much for coming on. I've been watching you about 3 months now, and your first video was a 10 millimeter versus 370 versus 357 Magnum, and I thought that was a great video. I'm a huge 10 millimeter fan. I want to get your EDC is that Sig Armory 10 millimeter full size, right?
Mine is a Springfield XDM.
Right, and that is exactly what I'm looking to pick up. Because I had a 10 mil in a 1911, and I thought that was phenomenal. Definitely want to get back into that platform for sure. And so you've been doing this about 5 years now?
Yeah, a long time.
I know. So your first video was, I think it was a High Point 9 and a Heritage.
I don't even know, but probably so, yeah.
Yeah, it was a High Point 9, and then it was like a Heritage Rough Rider. Do you still own those guns?
Heritage, yes. The High Point, no. I did a giveaway and gave it away to somebody.
Oh man, that should be in like a museum now for YouTubers. Let's see.
That's how I started the YouTube channel. That was all I had was 2 High Points. Actually, no. When I started it, that's all I had was the 9 millimeter High Point. And then I got the Heritage shortly after starting the channel.
So what made you want to do that first video as like a gun review?
So long story short, my wife said there are all these people getting rich just videotaping themselves. So I said, buy a camera and we'll start videotaping our lives. And she started a channel that's family stuff, and I started a channel just doing whatever I'm doing. Yeah. Which at the time was guns,
weed whackers,
weed eaters, yeah. And the gun stuff started getting more views, so I just started focusing more on that.
Chris Strong in the chat said 10 mil is king. Paul Fisher says, love my 10 millimeter. Telling you, it's such a good brand. I love it. I mean, it's a good caliber. I love it. Did you know that your channel was going to take off?
I mean, I didn't know, but I was optimistic. my thoughts in my head was 2 years in, I'm gonna quit my job and be doing it full time, but I'm still working my job.
Yeah.
And as time goes on, it's getting harder and harder. 2 years ago, you could make a video and get a lot of views. Now it's like pulling teeth to get any views.
Yeah, well, I had something weird where I was getting about 120 subscribers a day, between 75 and 100, and then for like 5 days in a row, I got 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and I don't understand how that happened. But
Well,
YouTube hates me.
I don't know. It'll drive you crazy if you look at those numbers all the time, which I do, like every 10 minutes.
Oh, do you really?
Oh yeah. My views went down by 5,000. What's happening? No.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Plumbing Hog, High Point 9 was his first. Oh man.
I carried my High Point 9mm for over a year.
You know, I shot one.
My gun.
I shot one finally, and that thing is a brick in your hand.
Yeah, I mean, but they shoot bullets. I mean, I'm not kidding. For over a year, that's what I carried. It's the only pistol I had.
Oh man. So what was your pistol after that? What made you change?
After that, I started carrying a Taurus Spectrum 380, which is another pretty cheap gun, $200. And then I carried a Sky for a little while, which is another cheap one.
Those are pretty cool guns, though. I like those.
Yeah, I mean, I like it.
They were super popular when they came out.
Now I carry between a 45 and a 10mm.
Nice, nice. So it's no secret you do all your videos pretty much in one day, and then you edit them out over the week. How do you do that and keep a full-time job, man? I mean, that's almost impossible. As someone that I try and drop 5 videos a week, and it's really hard. I don't know if I could do more than that. You do them every single day.
Yeah. At one point in time, I was like 2 weeks ahead. We're like 14, 15 videos edited and uploaded ahead of time. But now it's like a frantic hurricane tornado. Like, I don't have a video uploaded for tomorrow, but I gotta have one. So I'll be up late at night, editing a video or two so I can have one tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then YouTube flags every single one of my videos as inappropriate. So then I gotta, they don't approve it. All of them, 100%.
No kidding.
Every single one.
Yeah. We had talked about this before, but I had done a video and they flagged it as inappropriate and not monetized. And I just left it up. I didn't know any better. So now I just take it down.
Yeah.
That Bass Pro Shop in Memphis, when I put up, it took 5 hours for the monetized thing just to turn on. They reviewed it for 5 hours.
Oh, a lot of mine, it'll take 3 or 4 days to review. So like tonight, I said I don't have a video for tomorrow. If they tell me they got to take 5 days to review it, well, then I'll be in trouble.
Oh, man.
So I fight that all the time. It's a mess.
Micah says, I have always wanted a Colt Delta Elite in 10mm. I know it, man. I had
That's expensive.
I know. I had a SIG Nightmare in 10mm, and I love that gun. It was my favorite gun. So I keep buying 10mm, and the one day I hope I'll be able to get me another one pretty quick.
They're nice.
Yeah, I dig it. Do you have any 19? I'm sure you have a few 1911s.
One.
Just one? Which one?
I'm not really a huge 1911 person.
Oh, my God.
The Rock Island something. 10mm.
Rock Island Armory in 10mm. Is it the double stack with a little bit wider? Oh, man. I like it. Reeves Custom Holsters. This gentleman in Houston makes these custom holsters. I actually just went out to his shop and dropped off a pistol, and he's going to make me. I use sticky holsters, and I get a lot of grief for it. So I said, hey, I'll try anything. So I'm going to try a couple Kydex holsters out. I'm going to try like a leather one and see what they're all about.
I don't even know what a sticky holster is. Is that where you just put it in?
Get out of town. I can't show a gun on a live.
You just stick it in your pants and it doesn't come out, or?
Yeah, it's a sticky holster. It's a little holster like this, and it's compression. So any amount of pressure on it, and nothing will come out. So you could be wearing some sweatpants, stick it in, and it'll hold it just fine.
I'd be afraid that the whole holster would fall out.
No, it's crazy. I've been using it 6 years now, and it's never fallen out. Even chasing my kids when they were real young, it's never fallen out. I wore it the whole trip, driving all through Tennessee and Atlanta last 2 weeks. And I forget it's there. But I'm gonna try something else. You gotta, change with the times and mature, I guess. It's not for everyone.
Yeah, I like a good leather holster. That's what my 45 has. But a good leather holster, man, you're going to pay over $100. And I'm just too cheap to pay for that for anything else. I got that holster for free. So.
Tool says floppy fish holster. Come on, man. You guys are a lot of jokes. All right, let's see. I noticed you did a Texas review where you going to Texas for something, and a GTR had passed you on the freeway. It was a red one, and it was going to the shop Houston. I actually know the guy that owns that car, and you're like, "Oh, hey, look, a red GTR." And I thought that was pretty funny how small of a world it is. But you're a big car guy. I know you mentioned Cletus McFarland a few times. I mean, if you could, just do guns and cars, would you do like more of a guns and cars channel?
Yeah. So, in all seriousness, that's my goal. Every time I do a car video on my channel, it flops. But my friend Heavy Metal, he has a shop. That's like the goal, is to have a gun channel and a car channel, and just be flipping cars on the side and videotaping all that. We have a channel that we're doing together called Heavy Metal TV. But
is it already up and running?
Yeah, but it doesn't have many videos because I do a video every day. He does a video every day.
Yeah.
And he has a car channel too. So, I mean, and we both work, so we don't have time to be doing 18 channels, you know what I'm saying? But that's the goal. If I ever quit my job, I'm going to be building cars, flipping cars, whatever. And guns.
Oh, see, this is what I deal with. Look at Robert Vick here. You guys are killing me. Killing me.
Do whatever you want, man.
So you also did a Buc-ee's review. So when you first saw a Buc-ee's, I think you did a Buc-ee's live or something on your channel. I went way back, and I
was disappointed.
Come on now.
I was disappointed. I heard all this stuff, and Buc-ee's is so awesome. It's huge, and I was thinking it was going to be like a Walmart, and then I go in, and it's just like, I needed a belt.
No, it's a gas station.
They're going to have a belt. They didn't have a belt. Dang it.
They have a ton of Western belts.
The one that I went in, whatever day it was, there was no belt. And I was bummed out.
It looked like one of the pretty good size ones off like the 10.
They had a lot of gas pumps. There was like 100 gas pumps. But the inside of the store, I was just disappointed.
I mean, it's a gas station. You can't expect too much. But as far as gas stations go, it's pretty bananas in there. You can get barbecue, fresh. They have that wall of candy, that takes up the whole side.
And the one thing that did surprise me was they had it on the wall how much they pay their employees. They pay pretty good money.
Pretty good money. And
working at a gas station, they pay like better than some factory jobs around here. Work at a gas station.
Right. And they treat their people really well, and they get bonuses every year. I mean, if you work at a Buc-ee's, you get some perks. I think they give them gas cards too. Oh, Finesse with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Pretty regular listener. Let's see. So is there anything you want to talk about offhand?
Whatever you want to talk about, man.
I know it, man. Well, it's up to you. It's just gonna be straight to the hunting questions.
Whatever.
Yeah, because I saw that video you did with your boys hunting. Man, that was really cool. And how much did you help him aim that rifle, or was that just all him?
Not at all.
Because it looked like it was just him taking that shot.
100%. I just took the safety off and did whatever you want.
Man, that's pretty cool. How old is he?
That boy, that was literally his birthday, and he turned 5 that day.
5 years old, and he took a ram.
Perfect shot. But they
Perfect
play
shot.
they play on the Wii hunting games, so they know like where to shoot, and then
Oh,
they go to the range with me and practice too, on steel. So
that's hilarious. It's always been a question, do video games sharpen your reaction time? And I think they do. I think they help quite a bit, actually.
I don't know. I haven't played games in a long time, but I used to play games a lot.
Yeah. Well, you said you might have started. You might be thinking about starting some kind of Twitch or stream.
I did. So my kids started watching some people playing this game called Call of the Wild. And there's these kids getting rich off of just videotaping themselves playing that game, hunting. It's
Right.
either PlayStation or Xbox. So I was like, man.
So the thing with Twitch is you already have the main component. So a lot of people just start a Twitch channel and they expect people just to automatically start watching them, and nobody knows who you are. No one's going to watch you. That's like
Mhm.
people on YouTube starting a vlog about their daily life. You're just some guy. No one knows about you. They don't care about you. So a lot of the popular Twitch streamers, they'll start a YouTube channel first and then transition them over to the Twitch stream. And you only need a couple hundred to really get going. But the
Hmm.
problem is, yeah, do you have that kind of time? Because when
If
you
it
Twitch
pays money,
stream,
I'll find the time.
Twitch streamers, I mean, they're usually like 6 7 hours. I mean, it's about a 40 50 hour a week job playing those games. I mean, it's cool, but it's a lot of work.
I wasn't even thinking about Twitch. I was just planning on recording it and uploading it to YouTube.
Oh yeah, you could do that too.
I don't even know anything about Twitch.
Twitch is just like a live streaming service where people just go on live and check it out.
Maybe.
So that'd be all right. All right. You never know. It could be the next big deal. Now, how did you end up with the clay blocks? Because I know you've been shooting golf balls. You shot cast iron pans. You shot uh, pretty much everything. How did you end up starting shooting these clay blocks? Because everyone kind of knows you as the clay block guy with your
I
reviews.
have no idea. I don't even remember. I don't know.
You just wanted to,
Something, I mean, always trying to find new things to do that people haven't done before.
oh, that's tough.
And everybody always wants to see ballistics gel, but that stuff's expensive, man.
How much do those run, those ballistic gel deals?
They're $150 a pop, and you normally need at least 2 of them to catch a bullet. So
Can you reuse them?
you can. I have a mold to melt it, and I've melted mine down. I bought 2 blocks, so like $300. I melted them down like 12 times, and they're so foggy you can't see anything in them. You can't even see if there's a bullet in there. They're so foggy. But
Let's see. Let's look at the chat here.
clay is cheaper than ballistics gel.
Oh, I love it, man. I love those reviews. You know what really surprised me? What was it? The 357 10 millimeter. That 357 did a good job. That 10 mil just blew it out of the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Surprised me.
Yeah. So out of all the guns you've got, I mean, you did a review of that 50 Desert Eagle. Was that your gun or did you borrow that one?
That's my friends.
Yeah, because I'm running into that now. Everyone's like, "Why don't you start doing gun reviews?" I'm like, "Great, I got 3 reviews and then I'm done. I gotta find them from somewhere." Oh, we got
Yeah.
Tyler James with the $20 super chat, 19.99. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Those super chats are great. It really goes to help the channel grow, and all the money I get, I'm just gonna put it pretty much right back into the channel. And let's see, Jerry Hamley. My first 9 was a High Point, then a Ruger SR9. It's a good one.
I like the SR9 too. I've shot that.
So as
Well,
far
and
as
then talking about reviews, right? So my buddy Paul from Heavy Metal Guns, man, we're like best friends and talk all the time, right? So, and he had a gun store. So we had a great thing going on, right? Well, we're always getting new guns in. He's selling a ton of guns. But now, man, you can't even get guns in. Everything's so high. A lot of the gun stores can't even get guns in or ammo.
Yeah, I did notice that. I went to a few shops in Tennessee, and I went to a couple. I wanted to do a couple reviews, but I went to one shop. There was no guns to review, and it was just kind of a ghost town. I was like, "Well, that sucks." It didn't. That doesn't make for good content, you know. Just a shop with no guns, and the guy was kind of a not nice. So, but I know Atlanta had a pretty decent selection. But in Houston, in general, as far as guns, I mean, they're out there. Everything's MSRP. The days of getting stuff below MSRP is
Yeah.
that's long gone.
And my last couple guns that I bought, I'm driving to Alabama because nobody around here can get anything I need.
What are you looking to pick up next?
Well, I just bought a new 300 Win Mag, and I got a long list of stuff that I need next, and nobody can even order it. Not even like some distributors I know, you know. Like I'm trying to get a 204 Ruger. I'm trying to get a 220 Swift. And the goal is to own one of everything. So, hey,
That's
you
a
want a
good
video? I'll make it.
That's a good goal. That's a good goal. Let's see. Tyler James getting loaded up for the range tomorrow. Tools. Yeah. Tools' channel is coming on pretty strong. Thank you for unblocking him, by the way.
Oh yeah, I had to figure out how to unblock him.
He finally quit crying
Actually,
about
he
it.
told me how to unblock people because I didn't even know.
Let's see. The Juice says my favorite Hootie Hoo review was the M99 Barrett. Yeah, I like those 50 cal reviews.
There's like there's some kind of shadow ban. If you shoot a video on 50 BMG now, it gets almost no views. Like I did 50 BMG versus clay. I thought that was going to be awesome. I went and spent like $200 on clay. Shot it with 50 BMG. Worst video I've done in like 2 months. Got no views.
Oh wow. How much are those clay blocks?
Depends, and if you catch them on sale. But the little square ones are 15 to 20 bucks. The longer ones they're 20 to 30 bucks.
Wow. And that's not
Like
something you
a video
can't
today, I shot 6 of them. So I mean, there was like 150 bucks of just clay.
you can't reuse those at all, or you just can't find the pieces.
You can if you want to get super messy and get it all over your hands and your clothes, but I just blow it up, chuck it in the woods, man.
No, I'm good on that.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Tool says you guys hugged it out. I don't know.
My thing, man, if somebody talks trash to me, you get blocked. I don't care.
Yeah. Smell you later. You ain't got
He
time for
emailed me and said, "Hey, did you block me?" I said, "I don't know. Did you say something that I should have blocked you?" "I don't know. Apparently you did because I blocked you." I got
funny.
no time for negativity in my life, man.
I know. So let's get back to hunting, man, because
Yes, that's my favorite.
I know. So your boy took his first at 5. I have yet to even go hunting, and I really, really want to. That's definitely on my goal.
Do it.
How old were you when you started hunting? How'd you get into it?
It's like 20.
No kidding. So you didn't grow up hunting?
No. So how I got into it, my boss at work, his father-in-law hunted. And when his father-in-law started working with us, he just pretty much said, "Hey, man, I'll show you a pretty good place to hunt." And I actually bought a muzzleloader from him. And I started shooting a bunch of deer. That was pretty much it on public land.
With the black powder.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So
and where I hunted at the time, a lot of land in Tennessee, it's so goofy. Hunting is so goofy. It's enough to drive you nuts, depending on where you're hunting. But Tennessee has like, I don't know, 100 public land spots. They call them wildlife management areas. And each one has its own regulations. So you have to go to the book and look it up. Some are bows only. Some you can only use shotguns. Some you can use whatever you want. Some you can only shoot like certain weeks out of the year. It's super goofy. But where I hunted a lot, used to, you could use a shotgun or a muzzleloader. So I took a ton of deer with the shotgun and muzzleloader.
Nice. Yeah, I've yet to go hunt. My brother started late like that. I think he was 25. He started bow hunting. Now he's killed like a couple hundred deer.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you how many deer I've
Some
got.
with his truck. You know, that happens.
Yeah.
So
David says, y'all taking questions or comments?
heck yeah, send us some questions. I know. Don't be shy, guys. Oh, and real quick, everyone, please push the like button. Let's try and get this video out there. I'd appreciate it. And if you're not a subscriber to my channel, please push the subscribe button. And if you're not a subscriber to Hootie Who, his link is actually in the description of this video. Let's actually go.
I just clicked the like button. 34 thumbs up.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. We should have a bunch of thumbs up. I just put your link to your channel in the chat too.
Yeah, hunting. That's my favorite. If I could make every video a hunting video, I would do it. But that would be way too expensive.
It's pretty expensive. So what have you ever been on a hunting trip that you hated and just thought, man, this was the worst trip?
No.
What was your worst trip? None?
Never.
Because, well,
I mean,
you
I
get
got
out of
some
the house.
stories. Being out in the woods is better than work, you know what I'm saying? So even if you don't see anything, I don't care. But I mean, I've got some stories that were like bummers. Like when I hunt public land, sometimes I'd hunt right by the road and, you know, you'd shoot a monster buck. But a lot of times I'd go way back in there because, you know, that's where the deer are going to be because there's no people close.
Right.
At one time, I'm like a mile back in the woods, and here comes this old woman trucking through with her dogs. And I'm like, you realize this is hunting land, and I just sat here all day waiting for deer to come by, and you just scared all the deer running your dogs through here. Well, this is public land. I can do what I want. Yeah, but it's 30 degrees out, and it's deer season. Like, why are you hiking this far back with woods? I do what I want. I'm like, well, yeah, I guess you can. Yes, it's not illegal, but
Man,
scared all my deer away. Same thing with kids. Like that's why I stopped hunting public land in that county because, I mean, people would just let their kids run through the woods, 5, 6, 7 years old in the middle of deer season. We're out here with guns, and you're hearing sounds crunching through the woods. You think it's a deer, you know what I'm saying? Out pops a little kid on his bicycle. Like, that's just not cool, man.
I was watching these guys hunt the other day for turkeys, and one of them he was wearing a turkey hat, and he was crawling around. Why would you want to put a target on your head? You got to be a dang moron.
Not very smart.
And there was a little disclaimer saying, we made sure there was no one around. I'm like, yeah, but do you want to take that chance of you crawling around with a turkey hat on? You got to be out of your mind. You
not very smart.
You couldn't pay me to do something like that.
Yeah. I mean, if it was like private land or something, but even still, put a decoy out. Don't put it on your head. You know, whatever.
All right. Barry says nonviolent felons should have rights restored after paying their debt to society. You know, I might be able to get cool with that. If someone puts their time in, as long as it's not a violent crime or something really heinous, I don't see a problem with it. Like if it's tax evasion or something like that, I mean, come on, it's not the end of the world. What are your thoughts? I
don't know enough about what makes you a felon to have a comment.
All right, President of the United States. Today was an amazing day. If you live in the state of Iowa, just got constitutional carry passed. That's very cool.
There's big deer in Iowa.
Nice. So as far as hunting goes, what's next? I mean, what's next on your list?
I need an axis deer.
Axis
deer, antelope, and an elk. That's what I want next for the wall. I need one of everything on my wall.
So I know axis. I don't know a whole lot about hunting, but I know in Texas there's quite a few of these ranches.
Texas is full of them.
Yeah, they have a lot of it. That's very popular. My old job used to sponsor hunts for our dealers, and they would win these hunts, and they are not cheap. And they would go out for like 5 or 6 days on guided hunts, and
Yeah.
those are like $10,000, man. Those are
Yeah, it depends on what you do. Some of them aren't that high. Like,
pretty pricey.
but I was in Texas in January hunting in Uvalde, and I was there to shoot an axis deer. Um, but I ended up shooting a Sika deer instead.
Oh, those are cool too. Did you already? Is that your first Sika deer?
I had never even heard of it, but yeah,
Oh well, at least you can notch that off your belt, right?
yeah. And I shot it at night. It was a trip. Like
Yeah.
I was out in the stand, and the ranch manager there, I texted him to come pick me up, like with the side by side, and my wife was with me. And he texted me. He was like, "Dude, there's a monster Sika buck out here in the field. Do you want to shoot it?" I said, "Yeah, man." So we just whoa, spotlighted that sucker
Oh man, that's
in
cool.
the dark.
That's cool. Is that in North Texas?
West, almost in Mexico.
Oh, that's too far. That's a drive.
Oh yeah, complete West Texas. So you know how there's that little hook on the west side,
Right.
like right at that. Uh, Uvalde is like right at the border right there.
Yeah, it's funny. I have a lot of friends in California, and when they come out to see me, a lot of them say, "Hey, I just got to El Paso, man. I should be there soon." I'm like, "No, man. You still got 14 hours. Have
Yeah,
fun with that."
yeah,
Texas is a big, long state. I mean, it's pretty big.
yeah. We drove 10 hours across Texas from where we were.
Have you ever shot an elk?
Nope. I've been elk hunting, but I didn't see an elk
Oh, really?
in Montana.
Yeah, I see these guys do public land hunts on YouTube, and they just go out and knock down an elk and then carry all the meat out. It's insane. Almost like it was a setup. I mean, they make it look so easy.
Well, on one hand, is it a setup? On the other hand, you have connections that get you access to the land. And on the other hand, do you not have a job where you can just go out for 2 or 3 weeks and chase animals in the middle of nowhere? Like
Yeah. Yeah, like everyone was giving me a little bit of grief on Instagram about my no more ammo videos, but man, I just my real job takes precedence over YouTube, and yeah, I was just swamped. I was absolutely swamped this last 2 weeks,
yeah,
and it is a full time job, and
Mhm.
this is a full time job for sure. Barry says El Paso is halfway from LA to Houston. It's almost halfway. It's actually farther than halfway, because from El Paso to LA is 8 hours, 7.5, 8 hours.
Wow.
Let's see. Terrell says Valdez is between San Antonio and Del Rio. Wisdom said, "What's the barbecue situation like in Texas?" It's the best. Texas barbecues, mate. Did you have some barbecue down here?
No.
That stuff in Memphis, was such a disappointment, man. I was so bummed out. We went to the most famous place to eat in Memphis, and it was horrible. The Rendezvous. I mean, it's got 5 stars everywhere you look, and that food was like gas station barbecue out here. It was really bad. I even
And
asked the guy, I was like, "Are you sure was this cooked today or like 2 weeks ago?" And he's like, "No, it's all fresh." I'm like, "Oh, man, I'm sorry."
mm,
Bob Goodwin says, "Sorry I'm late. Had to do an errand for Mama." Bob Goodwin's a guy out here I met through my ammo hunts. He's a good dude. He supports the channel quite a bit. Robert Vick says, "Was there a deer or 2 drug runners out there?"
well, that's funny you say that because when I was there, the hunting ranch, right? They got a bunch of trail cameras out. They were getting pictures of Mexicans on the trail cameras while I was there. So there were illegals jumping their fence and walking through the property as I'm out there hunting, getting their pictures taken on the trail cameras. And it was messing up our hunts. Like, I didn't even see an axis deer because all these Mexicans had all the animals spooked up.
Yeah, That's scary stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I was literally out there hog hunting at like 1 o'clock in the morning in the pitch black. And I'm just sitting there thinking, like, maybe there's a Mexican. I better make real sure that's a hog before I shoot in this pitch black. You
I
know what I'm
know
saying?
that's dangerous for everyone around.
Hearing crunching, out there in the dark.
Yeah.
And my wife was with me too. She was like, "No, no, I'm not hunting out there. And I don't want the Mexicans to get us, whatever." Well, I'm not afraid. I'm here to hunt. Let's go. But
Yeah, out here, Lockhart in Dallas here is my favorite barbecue place. Lockhart has a place called Black's Barbecue, and next time you come through, Lockhart is kind of like in between Houston and like I think San Antonio, and it's off the beaten path a little bit, but it's worth it. It's about an hour and a half out of the city, and I'll go there to eat because I mean the place has been for like 80 years, and it's famous. They're the only reason that town is still existing because it's such a big tourist trap for barbecue fanatics, and it's really good. Next time, if you ever come to Texas, I'll take you to some place I'll knock your socks off.
I'm supposed to be in Texas the end of this month.
Oh man, really? What part?
Decatur, which I looked it up. I think it's like half an hour north of Dallas.
Ooh, yeah, that's far. It's like 5 hours from me. Reeves said, "Did you eat your brisket?" Yes, I ate my brisket. When I dropped off that pistol, there's this really good barbecue joint right around the corner from him, and it's a drive-through barbecue, but it's like a restaurant, so you can go and get fresh, real good barbecue as a drive-through. I thought that was crazy. I've never seen that before.
That's cool.
So, what else do you have on your hunting list? I mean, would you ever go to Africa and go shoot an elephant, or
Nope.
no?
I mean, you got to be big money rich to shoot an elephant. I'll never be that rich. But any African animal you want to shoot in Africa, they got it in Texas. I'd rather stay in America, pay an American to go shoot them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know Joe Rogan had said once in one of his podcasts that there's more lions in captivity in just the state of Texas than all of Africa or all the wild put together. And
Yep.
I looked it up, and it's true. There's a lot of lion ranches down here, which is bananas.
Yeah. I mean,
Like, do you want a
I,
lion?
the place I was hunting at in Texas, they had some stuff. They had black bucks, which is not a domestic animal here in the U.S. They had real longhorn things from Africa. I forget what they're called. Scimitar horned oryx. They had those.
Oh wow, I've never even heard of that.
Real long, like 4 or 5 feet long, horns coming out of their heads. I actually had them chasing me in a field on foot.
What, they were
Kind of
chasing
crazy.
you?
Yeah,
Were you by yourself or were you with people?
I was by myself. Yeah,
That's scary.
I
So
was chasing. My wife was up with the camera in a deer stand, but the sun was going down, and there were some whitetails like 400 yards away. I was like, well, I'm gonna close the distance, so I get out on foot, and she's filming me, and here come these African orcs, just like got within 50 yards of me.
man, that's scary. My brother said he was hunting deer and he was in a tree stand, and there was wasn't a bobcat.
Coyotes.
No, there was some big cat was next to him in the tree staring at him for like a half hour. He didn't even know it was there. Might have been a bobcat. Freaked him out, so he kind of left for the day.
Mountain lion, they're big.
Yeah, I think it was a mountain lion. Something. I don't know. All right, let's see. Oh, so Terrell says Lake City Market Barbecue in Lulling, just south of Lockhart. Um, I don't know. I've never been there. I'm gonna put that on the list though. I drive through Lulling. Lulling is right off the 10, so it's pretty close. Yeah, it's called the Meeting Place in Magnolia, Texas. Man, they have some really, really good food. Journey to Seven said, "Yo, Smash, what's up?" Let's see. Or a cougar. It could have been a cougar.
Cougar is the same thing as a mountain lion.
That's the same thing.
Cougar, Puma, mountain lion. It's all the same thing.
Pumas. I got a funny story about pumas. My sister would kill me if I ever said it out loud. So, what's your next rifle that you're going to get? Because I know you're way more into rifles and bolt action guns than pistols.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
As you say, it's your jam. That's what you like the most is just bolt action. And so, I just have a 308. I don't really have too much, but I've shot a 270. I thought that was cool. A 338 Lapua I got to shoot. And then in California, before I moved to Texas, there was a 50 cal club that used to meet at the Angeles Forest every third Sunday. And I got to shoot probably 20 different kinds of 50 cals, which was really cool. So what's your favorite caliber right now? What are you using?
If I had to pick a favorite, it's 22-250. That's the rifle that my son took that ram with.
Yeah, 22-250. That's not very common.
It depends where you go. Some places it is. But it has almost no bullet drop out to 400 yards. Real fast round. So, depending on what round you're shooting. So, if you're shooting a 308, I don't know it off the top of my head. I might have a box sitting here somewhere. No, I don't. Well, here's the box. So like a 270 at 400 yards will drop over 2 feet.
No
Like
kidding.
So if you're shooting at a deer at 400 yards, you have to aim over 2 feet above his back with the 270. But a 22-250 is a lot flatter. You could just still aim at that sucker and hit him just about a lot further.
Man, I'll have to look into that. Robert Vick says, kind of like the 17 HMR. I like that round too. I shoot that 17 HMR all the time. I think it's great.
Yeah, it's good.
Aaron says, hello from Pennsylvania. Keep it up. No ammo here. I know. So I know you shoot quite a bit and you're struggling to find ammo. When you do, what's the prices like? Where do you go to get ammo?
So the next town over, so where we had dinner that one night, that's Murfreesboro, right?
Yeah.
That town is where they make the Barrett rifles. There was a big store owned by the Barretts. Any kind of ammo you'd want, 308, they'd have 30 different kinds and tons of every kind. Up until a year ago, they literally, if there was a caliber, they sold it. Like, take Bass Pro's normal inventory and do it like 10 times. Like, they literally, everything they had it. 50 BMG, 338, all the weird stuff, they would have it. Guaranteed. That's where I bought all my ammo in town. And it was, good prices, whatever. Now, they got nothing. Most of the stores around here have nothing. So I really have not bought much ammo in quite a long time. A little bit here and there, but not really. I stopped at a pawn shop last weekend. I paid $65 for a box of 50 rounds of 380. So over $1 a piece for 380.
That's wild. There's 380 out here.
Here.
It's like every other week there'll be a bunch of 380 comes through the academy. So in Houston, we have about 20 academies. And then we have their main warehouse, distribute, DSO is in Katy, so not too far. But within 20 minutes of my house, I can go to 4 different academies. And within an hour, we could probably hit 6, 7, 8.
Not here.
How far you want to go. So I think in Houston, we have it a little bit better than most people. But like 380 comes, there's a lot of steel case Monarch 380 that comes through.
I see that, but we don't have it. I haven't seen 380 for sale in a year.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And I'm not driving over an hour just to get some bullets. If I had to, I would, but
yeah. What's your opinion on steel? I shoot steel. It doesn't bother me at all.
I shoot it all.
Right.
I mean, it's cheaper, so I shoot it and it works.
Where he says, "Y'all made me hungry. Gonna go to the end of the driveway. See you later." Yeah, that barbecue joint's right at the end of his driveway. It's a man. I told him, I don't know how you can live here, man. I'd be 900 pounds. It was really some great barbecue. Let's see.
And we have an academy in Smyrna, Tennessee, but it's 45 minutes from my house.
Right. I stopped at one in Lebanon, and that's where I did my 10K giveaway. And they had a lot of ammo, they had a pretty good selection that morning. And, the only thing they ran out of was 9, but they still had 22. They still had some rifle calibers. They still had a couple things of 5.56. They had a bunch of that 5.56 green tip, 200 rounds. So
And did you go to the one in Franklin?
I went to 3 academies in Tennessee. I might have been
I
Franklin.
watched one of your videos, and I think you might have went to the one in Franklin, the one where that woman was, who like didn't want to be on camera.
Could have been.
I think that might have been Franklin. I don't know. I haven't been to the one in Lebanon. I haven't been to Lebanon in years.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It's like an hour from me or so. Maybe
Right. Let's see. Jerry Hambley says, I wired a guy's house once. He killed a lot of African game except a lion and took 15-year-old son with him. And the lion they were hunting came around them and attacked one. Ooh, attacked one in the camp, man. That's crazy. When you hunt something that can hunt you back, that's a whole different kind of world of hunting. Like a deer isn't going to stalk you through the woods. That lion will kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be filthy rich to hunt lions.
Yeah, I think it's like $15,000-$20,000, right, to go to Africa and do it. I know in Texas it's got to be pricey, unless you're the Lion King. Did you watch that show, The Lion King, or what was that show? That Netflix show.
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of what it was called though.
Someone in the chat, what was that show called? With
the guy who's in prison now.
Yeah, the guy who's in prison now. Come on, guys. Someone get quick on the keyboard. But did you watch that show?
I watched the whole thing. Tiger King.
Tiger King. God, you know what's so funny? I watched it as a joke, right? Because everyone was talking about it. I'm like, I watched the first episode. And at the end of the first episode, they hook you to watch the second episode. Like, oh, by the way, they think she killed her husband. And you're like, what?
Yeah. Get you hooked.
And you watch the next episode, and then, oh, by the way, this guy dies. What? How did that happen? Yeah. So it was low budget, but they did it so well. I watched it. I couldn't stop watching. It was great.
Yeah. Man, Willism looking for houses in Franklin and Brentwood. He must be rich. That's where the rich people live, Franklin and Brentwood.
Oh, really? So what's the going rate for a house out there?
Way too high.
Like 300, 350?
So if you want like a 4-bedroom house, it's going to be at least 300,000. Unless you move out to the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that's about what it is now down in Texas. I mean, our real estate is going through the roof, which is good for us, I guess, since we already bought, but that's all these Californians moving in and
yeah, here too. It's the same thing.
Mucking up the works.
People moving in here and buying everything up. And the people that are here can't even afford to live where they're at anymore. You can't sell your house because you can't afford to buy anything else.
Jonathan Lopez says, Walmart in California does not sell ammo. Well, hey, Jonathan, you just need to move out of California. It works. You'll be so much happier.
Our Walmarts sell ammo, but they're always sold out. And even if they do have ammo, it's going to take you half an hour to find somebody who knows how to get the key.
Oh, I know it. Out here, they just sell 22 and shotgun. They don't sell anything else.
Ours actually quit selling pistol ammo, but they still have hunting ammo.
Yeah.
308 and all that.
Paul Fisher says he moved from Virginia to Tennessee years back. Oh, nice. So how do you? So when you started your channel and you started, I remember I was watching one of your videos and you said you reply to every single comment, and so I said, okay, let me see if that's true. So I sent you,
Still
I
do.
yeah, so I commented on 4 of your videos and you replied all 4, and you just didn't put a heart. You actually said thank you for watching and some other stuff, but it was like a real reply. And I thought that
Yeah.
was cool. And you're like, hey, shoot me a message on Instagram. I'll message you back. I'm like, yeah, buddy, sure. So I sent you a message and you replied in like 5 minutes. That blew me away because I've reached out to, you know, I do sales for a living, and the best way to do sales is to learn from other salespeople. And same thing with YouTube, learn from other YouTubers. And so you want to reach out and, you know, try and learn as much as you can from people that have been doing it a while. So I reached out to, God, 30 YouTubers after I messaged you. And I'm like, well, hey, this guy, reached back to me. Let me try all these other guys. Not a single one.
Nobody.
2 replied, but they blew me off. But out of nobody else replied.
I'm here to tell you, all of the gun tubers, they're pieces of garbage. All of them.
I was bummed out, man.
There's not a single person that will hang out. So I've met almost all of them. Nobody wants to help anybody out. It's all about the money. If they're doing a video, they got paid to do it, and they're telling you go to the link in the description and buy it because they're getting a cut of the sales of what they're trying to push on. People don't realize that.
I had a recent experience. Someone wanted me to sign something just today, and I was like, no, it's all right. Yeah.
It's a bit. It's all the sales pitch. YouTube gun videos, with the exception of a few, it's all a money game. They're trying to sell you on something. Click the affiliate links down below because I get a 10% cut. I'm going to tell you whatever it takes to get you to spend money so I can make more money. That's all it is. The t-shirts, like this shirt right here, I sell these for like $14 and some change.
Oh, so you're making like a nickel.
Because I have the profit set to like 50 cents. You go to any other YouTuber store, they're selling their shirts for $25, $30, and they're like taking you to the bank on it.
Hold on, let me go to my Shopify real quick and change my prices.
No, do what you do. I'm just saying.
No, they
everything. I mean,
left
this is like I say that this is the cheapest quality T-shirt you can buy, right? Like if you want to go get the premium shirt that's good and everything, it's going to cost more money, obviously. But my point is that none of these YouTuber people answer me, so they want to answer you back. They want to answer me. But try sending something like, "Hey, I want to offer you $5,000 to make a video." They'll answer you right back.
Oh man,
guarantee it. And like people would no. I'll say this. So I work with a company now that has contracts signed with a lot of other YouTubers that you know.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them will not even talk to you unless you're going to pay them at least $5,000 for one video. So I did some videos for this company right here. It's a laser bullet.
Oh man, I'm actually going to buy one of those.
The guy called me. Same thing. He hit me up on Instagram. I messaged him back. I gave him my phone number. Call me, whatever. And he said, I just got off the phone with this gun channel. We won't say the name. He said he was going to charge me $5,000 to do one video on my lasers. Will you do it cheaper? I said, send me the laser. I'll do it for free. This is a year ago probably now when I did the first video for those people. He's like, you're kidding me. And I said, oh, and by the way, I get more views than the guy you just talked about. So let's and he's like, what? So yeah, even channels that aren't getting that many views, companies are paying them $5,000. I've never made $5,000 to make one video. Like that's crazy pants to me.
Dude, that is insane.
Yeah, and a lot of it's crooked stuff too. Like, well, this guy's brother-in-law works at this scope company, and so Oh, his cousin has a YouTube channel, so we're going to work with them, even though they're terrible people. But it's all crooked.
Yeah, so
But
someone had emailed me something like, "Hey, you want to work with us? We'll send you some information." I'm like, "Sure, I'm new. I'll work with somebody." And then they're like, "Well, you got to sign this and sign that." I'm like, no.
yeah,
For one, I'm no. I mean, I was excited for about 2 minutes, and I'm like, I'm not saying I would never work with a company, but I'm not going to be exclusively trying to sell some stuff. Especially they wanted me to sign it. I'm like, okay, cool. Send it to me first. Let me look at it. But they're like, no, just go ahead and sign it. I'm like, nah, you can keep it. Not
yeah.
today. Not
They
today.
want you. They want you to sell your soul to the devil. That's what they want to do. Take
Yeah.
advantage of you.
Yeah. So how does that laser bullet work? Is that, I mean, does it have like an app?
Yeah, I mean, there's tons of apps that work with it. I have an
Man,
app that's called LASR app.
did you do a review on that? Because I didn't see that on your channel.
Yeah,
I'll have to look for it, but I wasn't going to pick one up too because everyone was telling me about, just getting one of those laser bullets and then, uh,
saves money for like practice.
yeah, absolutely. Tool says he's never going to get a dime from YouTube because he does a lot of those 80% builds. And I'm like, yeah, you're going to get banned almost immediately. Anytime
Yeah,
you,
the last policy changes they did, there's some gray areas in there, building a gun and stuff like that.
yeah, are you a Saints fan? Because the Hootie Who?
No, I don't watch any sports.
What? How did that
Yes.
name come about? I never asked you. Where did Hootie Who come from?
Um, so the company I work for now, like 10, 12 years ago, working night shift, picking orders on the line, always goofing off. So when the big weeks were coming, that's what we would yell to let everybody know down the line to act right. You know what
That's funny. That's a funny story. And it just stuck, or you just decided that's going to be the name?
I'm saying? It was just random, just trying to come up with something.
Hey, so the Canic pistols, you reviewed some of those. How do you like them?
Never shot one, never even had one in my hand.
No kidding. Jerry here says my Canic came with two 10-round mags, so they could be sold in Southern California. Basically, those are trash mags, and you should get your money back. That's horrible.
It's more than a 1911.
Yeah, I'd rather have a 1911. I love that gun. I absolutely love it. Tanks had big ammo haul for him and his brother today. 1,600 rounds of 5.56 screen tip and 8 200-round boxes. Oh man, that's all right.
For how much though? Like the last time I saw,
Academy's 200 round is 129
oh, that's expensive.
for 200 rounds of 5.56 screen tip.
Well, like I'm always buying. I never buy that stuff because I think it's a ripoff. I bought some for videos, but I always buy the trash steel case stuff. The
Uh,
cheapest I've seen that here is $350 for 1,000, which that's
I,
still high.
I haven't seen any steel case 5.56 in a long time, or 223 for that matter.
I just saw some last week, but
200 rounds at Rural King was $9.99. $99 is tools and targets. That's not so
probably buy
bad.
that.
I mean, compared to today's prices, I have a buddy of mine that's in the real estate, and he knows I love guns and I shoot a lot of guns, and the ammo thing is kind of like my thing. And we were having dinner a few weeks ago, and he goes, "Hey man, I don't need any 5.56. I just bought 5,000 rounds." I was like, "Damn, cool. How much you pay?" He goes, "Oh, I paid 4,200."
Whoa!
I was like, it blew me away. And I mean, you don't think that's a lot? He goes, "No, I got more money than time." I'm like, that's crazy. But I think there's a lot of people, especially those Hollywood types and the people out there that have a lot of money that just got into guns and like, oh, how much is a pallet? Great, just buy it. They'll drop $5,000-6,000 on ammo and stock up. And I think I think that's not helping, but I think that was the initial surge of gun buyers just buying a lot of ammo because everyone said buy a lot.
Well, so I know quite a people now that own gun stores and all that jazz, right? In Tennessee and in other states. I'm talking to this guy the other day, and he said, a lot of people are trashing us for our ammo prices, but you know what? People are paying it. $100 for one box of 30-30. Put it online, boop, it's gone.
That's
So
crazy.
you're going to pay a $5 bill for one 30-30 bullet. People are paying the money.
Yeah,
So
I was at a gun show down here, and this guy, he had just bought an AR-10 and was buying 2 boxes of ball 308 for $85 a box.
that's so high.
And I looked at him. Are you really going to buy it? And the guy selling it looked at me and was like, "You're messing up my deal." So I backed off because it's none of my business. See, if someone wants to pay that money, it's none of my business. But that poor guy, what a rip! I was that bummed me out.
Yeah, and you used to be able to get Steelcase 308 super cheap. I wish I had bought a lot more than I did, but I bought a case of it like 2 years ago, and I'm getting pretty low on that 308.
Yeah, so last year I was between jobs. I mean, we had that discussion, and for anybody in the chat, so everyone's like, well, how come you didn't stock up before the surge? I was stocked up. I had thousands and thousands of rounds in March of last year. Then when I was between jobs, April, May, June, things started getting tight. You just got to sell it. You can't eat bullets. So you just got to, do what you got to do to survive sometimes. So now that I'm back on my feet a little bit, I'm just trying to get back on the horse. It's a long road. I sold all my guns and it was rough.
Oh yeah. It's an expensive thing to be doing.
Well, speaking about expensive rounds, when you bought those 2 boxes of shotgun, were they turkey loads and you paid like $50 or something? Or
$60 for 5 shells.
That is crazy to me.
I shot 2 of them today.
But still, I would send you some because I literally fell out of my chair when you bought that. That was crazy. That's so expensive.
Well, and those, some people told me that's the going rate. So apparently those are like some super Mac Daddy turkey loads made out of tungsten.
Oh yeah, they're
the metal is a lot more dense.
Yeah,
but
still,
I shot them today.
But do they shoot any different than a regular turkey load?
I've never shot a regular turkey load.
Oh, because it's funny. Well, not what's funny, but the only thing that's readily available out here is like shotgun shells. You can still find it. There's a place called Camping World that used to be Gander Mountain here, and they have every single type of shotgun shell in there, and they've always had it. They've never run out. You buy 2 box limit, and they have all the oddball rifle calibers, like really weird stuff.
Oh,
they always.
I wish we had that.
But nobody knows they even sell ammo here. When I did that video on it, so many people in the comments are like, man, I thought they just sold campers, but they have a huge shotgun selection. I mean, just walls of different types of shotgun ammo.
Except we have one of those in Nashville. There's a Camping World in Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
I see it on the side of the interstate.
I bet you they have ammo. The one down
it's right next to the Opry Mills Mall.
Yeah, that's where I saw it. Because we stayed at the Gaylord Hotel for a couple of days while we were up there. And that's right next to that mall too. So yeah, man, that was expensive. When I spit my water out when I saw you pay that much. I was like, holy smokes. But you gotta do what you do.
Gotta keep people on their toes. Gotta keep changing it up.
So in your opinion, since we're talking about ammo, in your opinion, do you think it's gonna get better anytime soon, or
nope?
Is it getting better at all up by you?
Nope. Man. It's at least another 12 months. I guarantee that. I promise it. I wouldn't be surprised if it never gets better.
Well, I guarantee you those prices are never going to come back down. The days of paying $9.99 for a box of 9mm is over.
Yeah. A year ago, I would go to Walmart. You could get 50 rounds of 9mm for $8.
Yeah.
1 year
That's,
ago.
man, I wish I would have kept most of that ammo.
We would go to the range and just burn, 500-600 rounds like it's nothing, just having fun plinking. Now we did. My buddy got a dueling tree. We've been wanting to get one of those for a long time.
Mhm.
It's got the paddles that flips to the other side and like race.
Right.
And he's like, man, I got a dueling tree. I'm like, dude, I don't have any 9mm bullets. Like all I have is 45 ball ammo. So we'll make a video, but it hurt real bad to shoot like 15 rounds of 45. Like that almost made me cry to shoot that much bullets for one video.
Yeah, well, I was buying. You can get the Monarch brass. I want to say for $23 or $24 a box for 45. But like I said, man, we're just lucky we have Academy out here. We're a lot luckier than most.
Yeah, I mean, I can drive an hour and get to an academy, but I don't have a day to just do nothing where I can go over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too. It's like, for you to really make this trip, like I can leave my house at 8:30, hit the first academy at 9, and by 11 I can be home 6 academies down and have, 20 something boxes of ammo. And
Not me.
yeah, so to drive that far, you'd almost have to hit 2 or 3 stores to make it worth your time.
Yeah. And I'm to the point now where I'm not even trying to go to town. Even that town where you and I met, Murfreesboro.
I
get
like
so
that
much.
place. I thought
I
that was
get
a really cool little
no,
town.
man. No. That used to be a small town. No Walmarts, no stores. There were 7 stoplights when I was a kid. Now it's blown up. I get anxiety just driving by. Too many people, too many cars.
Oh man.
I like being out here in the middle of nowhere. You don't have to bother with people.
Yeah. That's the best. When I was up visiting the Reeves Customs holster, he lives in a real like Magnolia's kind of country, and we're sitting there eating lunch at this barbecue place. Everyone walking in the door was saying hi, and how's your mama?
Yeah.
And they all know each other, and no one's wearing a mask.
That's how it is here. That's how it is where I live.
Right. So I was talking to the wife actually yesterday. Like, man, we might have to move an hour north just to be in a good spot, because I like that, man. I really dig that kind of an atmosphere. I grew up in a city concrete jungle. I mean, there was no grass. There was like a park. That's it. There was no woods. There was no trees. There was no reserves or none of that stuff. So I really want to get out there, except I don't know enough about hunting to kill a squirrel. I'd be screwed.
Nah, you could do it. John Doe says smash lurking on Hank Strange podcast. I know Hank Strange.
Oh yeah. So it popped up in my feed. They're like, oh hey, Hank Strange live stream. I'm like, oh cool. There's a gun live stream. Let me check it out. So I watched it for a few minutes today. It was cool. It was all right.
I know him. I don't know him like a brother, but I know him like a friend.
His
lives in
audio,
Florida.
his audio is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, he's all nerdy into the setup and everything. He tried to tell me how to do it, and I was like, I just don't have the patience for this.
Oh man, I'm trying to church it up. How do you like my sign right here?
Yeah, that's awesome.
My little on air. I thought that was cool. So I got the light at IKEA for like $10, and I just had a sticker made and stuck over it. But
That's sweet.
Yeah, it's a baby nightlight.
Really?
Yeah. It's like $10, man. So it's not bright at all. Yeah, I thought that was cool. I thought it was cool.
Everything I do is ghetto.
No, it's real. I think that's why you connect with your viewers too, the people that watch your channels, because it's authentic. Like if you look at a lot of these gun reviewers now, even when they do this stuff, it's just like a horrible commercial. Their production value is not that great.
Oh yeah, commercial.
It's not It's not genuine. You know what I mean? It's just kind of going through the motions, and this is this, this is that. I mean, there's a few that I like. Uh, there's not not too many that I watch.
If I'm watching YouTube, I'm normally watching car stuff. I don't watch hardly any gun videos.
I like car stuff too. Like that Cletus McFarland, that's a good channel. I like Rich Rebuilds. That's another good one. I like when they buy those wrecked cars and rebuild them.
Yeah,
I
Vice
love.
Grip Garage. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a great one. I watch their stuff. Let's see. LATX Retail Blog Spot, 4 Academy stores, 1 Camping World, 1 Carter's Country, all within 30 minutes of me. 3 now. Yeah. Sporting Goods. Yeah. So in Houston in general, there's so many places to get ammo. We're spoiled out here. I tell you what, we are spoiled. And I feel bad for the rest of the nation because I know locally we can almost guarantee we can get 9mm 3 days a week. And you don't have to show up and stand in line. You just have to be there within the first few hours of opening.
Me, so what I need is rifle ammo.
That Camping World, I'm telling you, they got it.
Yeah, but that's in Nashville. That's over an hour away. I hate Nashville. People everywhere.
Yeah, if it's an hour away, that's rough.
If I have a reason to go to Nashville, I'll go there. I'm trying to look at the map right now. So Houston, man, that's almost in the ocean. I didn't realize that.
No, man. Houston's about 25 miles north of the ocean.
That's pretty much in the ocean. I'm like 1,000 miles from the ocean.
Well, that you're like in Canada to us then.
So I got to come. I told you I'm going to be in pretty much Dallas at the end of the month. I'm going to go through Shreveport. Um, I looked. Shreveport's probably, I don't know, 5 hours from Houston, probably five
Yeah.
6 hours.
It's up there.
Yeah, it's at the top of Louisiana.
Yeah, well, in Texas, anything north of Dallas is a bunch of Yankees.
That's where I'm going.
Uh,
Decatur. Supposedly some kind of shooting ranges in Decatur. I'm supposed to go to.
Michael Henderson says an hour drive is nothing for us. That's why we say. So that's something I had to get used to. So I'm from Los Angeles, Compton, Carson area. So when someone says down the street, you can see it. I can see it if it's down the street. So the first time I came to Texas, I'm in a rental car and I'm like, man, I'm hungry. I could go for some Burger King or something. Oh, it's just down the street. You get on the freeway and you go about 4 miles down. I'm like, that's not down the street. And that's out here, that's normal to drive an hour to work. It's crazy.
Oh man, I couldn't do it.
Dude, I'm telling you, in Texas, especially Houston, driving an hour, 2 hours to go somewhere, it's not that big of a deal. It was really hard to get used to that. You gotta like when you drive.
My work now is 40 minutes away, but I've been working from home for a year. So
that's nice. How much longer you think you'll be working from home?
Oh, I'll never go back.
Oh, nice.
If I can do it from home, why are you going to make me go to the office?
That is true. Have you ever heard of a company called Schlumberger?
Mm-mm.
It's a huge oil and gas outfit out here. They sold a lot of their buildings. They actually, in some part of town, they actually have Schlumberger Boulevard where they have all their buildings. They sold a lot of that stuff, and all their people are going to work from home. About 80% of their staff's going to work from home.
Yeah. Why not?
Well, I mean, a lot of people, like I do sales, right? And a lot of salespeople work from the house, and they don't have the discipline to work from the house. And so I know a lot of good salespeople that after a few weeks are like, man, I could wake up at noon today and no one's going to find out. They start taking advantage of the time. And the same thing will happen with people that I just think not a lot of people are able to work and be self-motivated. You know, they're going to follow.
Oh yeah, most people are garbage.
Yeah,
My
I know a
company.
lot.
Oh, good luck trying to get somebody to respond to an email or a chat. No, they're out cutting the grass or
Right.
out to lunch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's the same thing in my company.
Jeffrey Light said, found Ammo at Academy twice in Memphis out of the 10 trips. Most of the time it's dry. Man, I rarely strike out. Even when I strike out, I still get something. Like I bought some. They raised their prices on this 17 HMR, but you know they didn't have any 9 or 45 or 10 millimeter, but they had 4 cases of this. And this is $19.99 now.
Oh, that's high.
That's high. This used to be $11.
Yeah.
But like, Academy, they'll sell. I don't know how much those Winchester bulk packs of 45 are, but I think it's $47 a box, which isn't too bad for 100 rounds. Garage Guy 79 says, "Hootie hoo, how's it going?"
Hey, Garage Guy, what's up?
Is that one of your guys?
Yeah.
Nice.
Garage Guy makes videos. I'm 99% sure.
Oh, does he? Are they
Hey.
car videos?
Unless it's a different Garage Guy.
I don't know. There's too many, but man, I'm going to subscribe or I'll go check it out for sure. Let me write that down. Everyone, go subscribe to Garage Guy. Check out his channel. See what he's all about. William says, any good outdoor ranges North Houston with steel targets? Yeah, the one I'm doing my meet and greet with, Trinity Armory in Cleveland, Texas. I'll be there tomorrow afternoon. But man, they have a lot of steel targets. It's a great range. And as far as outdoor ranges go, it's $20. You shoot all day. You can get your hand stamped, go and come back the same day. And they don't charge you per gun or any of that stuff. And it's a phenomenal range. I love it. Great people own it too. Veteran owned.
Sweet.
Yeah. When's the last time you paid to go to a gun range?
Can't remember. Yeah, Garage Guy, I'm already subscribed to you, man. We have a range in town that costs like $10. I know the people that own it, but I haven't been to a range in years.
Yeah. I think that's what made Hickok 45 famous, is just how nice his range was. When he started, people saw that and were like blown away that was a private range.
It's his house. It's literally his driveway. He's filming from his driveway.
Yeah, and it's you give him credit, man. He's been doing it a long time. He does pretty thorough reviews when he first started, but I don't think he's paid for anything in years, man.
Oh, he's a bazillionaire.
Yeah, he looks
I know his neighbor.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Is his neighbor pretty well off? Because that's a hell of a driveway he has.
No, they're not actually. Depends on your definition of well off, but just regular people.
Oh, San Diego says, is Trinity better than Thunder? Because Trinity Armory is a good gun range here in town, but it's about an hour north from me. And I like to go. I like to go where they leave you alone. And you can and the range guy is not some kind of range Nazi. He just says, hey, try not to shoot yourself and just have a good time. And they leave you alone. You can do what you want. And that's my kind of place.
Yeah, I mean, years ago, I've had people jump me, and that just totally turned me off to ranges. Like, you're like harassing me and yelling and cussing at me because my cylinder on my revolver is closed. Like,
yeah,
my gun is sitting there. Oh no, your revolver! You have to have the cylinder open. You're like cussing me out in my face. Like, dude, there's 2 other people here. Like, chill out. Not like I'm aiming guns at people.
Yeah, there's one place out here called Hot Wells. This is the first outdoor range I went to in Texas, and it was horrible. You shoot through this little slat in the boards, and that's it. I mean, you can't even like change your own target. They change your target for you. And then I think about 2 years ago, someone in the parking lot dropped a rifle or laid it down. It went off, went through a wall, and killed somebody.
Whoa!
Yeah, so apparently they survived that fiasco, and they're still in business. But I don't think I'd ever go back. I have a buddy of mine trying to get me to go back and check it out, but nah, I never liked that place.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. You got to be safe, and they probably have to deal with knuckleheads all the time. But
Yeah, that's another reason why I like Trinity. I mean, everyone I've seen there looks like they know how to handle a pistol. There's not a whole lot of brand new people out there shooting, which I don't mind brand new people shooting, but I've been pretty scared sometimes at those ranges. I'd much rather go shoot on private property, but
that reminds me of a story. So when I was going to college in a city called Cookeville, Tennessee, there's a range outside of town. You could get college credit. I got college credit in archery, handgun, shotgun. I got college credit as my extracurricular stuff. I got to know the old man there and ended up doing a whole lot of shooting out there in my spare time. But as a part of that class, you could get your carry permit, the handgun class. So that's how I ended up getting mine for Tennessee. But I remember sitting there in class, like in a classroom setting at the range, right? Like tables and chairs set up, and he's, giving a speech and all this, and he's got handguns. We're just pretty much, they're all unloaded, but passing them down the aisle, here's a revolver, here's a semi-auto pistol. Dude behind me turns the laser on and has it on me. And that just sent me off. Like, what are you doing? You don't have a gun, laser, and put it on somebody. Like, oh, it's unloaded, man. I don't care if it's unloaded, man. You don't put a laser on me. Like,
no.
that's just messed up.
That's not kosher at all, man. Holy smokes. I would have freaked out on that guy.
Yeah, this is not video games. This is real life.
Yeah. Plus, you don't know if it's unloaded. Did you physically check it?
Especially him. He didn't have a clue. He's not a gun expert. He's just taking the class.
Exactly. Let's see. Fort Worth Alpine Range doesn't allow FMJ bullets, only hollow points and such. Not easy to find hollow point rifle rounds that's affordable. Man, that's a bummer. Garage Guy says, Hootie Hoo has the best premiere vids here on YouTube. No such thing as a bad Hootie Hoo video. You know what? I don't think I've seen one that wasn't pretty good. Do you have one that you're like, man, that wasn't that great?
Oh, there's tons of them. But, and here's another thing that I try to do. So, I try to make videos that I want to watch.
Right.
A lot of the people out there now are making 20, 30-minute videos. And it's a pain to me where I have to fast forward to get to the part that your title is talking about, Most of the people out there making videos, their biggest percentage of their audience is kids. And people are just extravagant and doing all these goofy things, putting on a wig and acting like a woman and all this ridiculous stuff, right? It's entertaining to the kids who actually have 20 to 30 minutes to sit down and watch your goofy video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I try not to waste people's time because I'm not going to sit down and watch a video if you're wasting my time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
And now
too, they just put so much fluff and crap into it. And now I used to like one gun tuber quite a bit, and I used to watch his stuff all the time. Now he's super famous and super goofy, and he's way more extravagant now. And now he's working on some crazy house, and his channel used to be really good, and then now it's just kind of goofy to me. I don't watch it anymore.
Yeah, but it's kids watching it.
Kids watch it, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, they're bazillionaires, but
you don't want to waste your time. Like my videos are like maybe 8.5, 10 minutes, 11 the most, and even that, I try and cut out the fat.
Well, and it's got to be 8 minutes now to put ads in the middle.
Yeah. So I always try and strive for 8 minutes, but that Pyramid Bass Pro one was almost 20 minutes, and I chopped it up big time.
I watched that. I watched the whole video. That was a good video. I thought I loved the guy who was telling the story.
Yeah. That was so
I had
awesome.
never heard. I've lived here all my life, and I have never heard that story.
Yeah, Cliff, he was such a genuine guy. And he's like, hey, have you ever been here before? Let me tell you a story. Come on. I wish I had got the audio a little bit better, but he was such a cool guy.
Yeah,
He went on and on for another 30 minutes and
yeah.
talked my ear off. But man, he was just a cool old gun Southern guy.
That was my favorite part about that video.
Yeah. I thought, man, I gotta have him in the video, man.
And he was telling you about the fish and everything, and the story with Bill Dance. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. I used to watch Bill Dance like crazy growing up. I love that.
That was good TV back in the day. Bill Dance. That's good, entertaining.
Yeah, when he fell out of the boat. I mean,
Yeah.
I watched that episode air live when he fell out of that boat at one time. It was hilarious.
And the snake falls out of the tree into
Yeah.
his boat. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. Well, good stuff. Let's see. Jerry, I have a few boxes of turkey loads that still has a price tag of $6.95. Oh my god. That's like gold. Well, no, I bought how much did I pay for these? I think these were $12. Yeah, this was $12.
Slugs or turkey loads?
I think these are slug. 5-shot, 3-inch, 12 gauge turkey load. $12 for 10. I thought that was pretty good.
That's a lot better than what I paid.
I know, man. Don't do that again. If you want, I'll drop ship you a couple of those, man. I felt horrible. As a matter of fact, you know what's funny? I brought you some turkey loads and I forgot to give them to you. I had 2 boxes of that in the car. I wish you had said something because I remember messaging you like, hey man, I got some turkey stuff for you. It slipped my mind. I got halfway back to Houston and I was like, dang it, man, I forgot.
And I've never hunted turkeys, but I'm going 2 weeks from tomorrow. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Garage Guy says, Who nailed it. I want to see the purpose of the video. And at the start, fluff and BS can cause people to shy away. 100%. 100%. I put a lot of weird stuff in my videos, though. Like, I put, like, donut shops. You know, if I stop by a donut, because that's just what if people don't want to watch it, they don't have to watch it. I make these videos for me, mostly, because I think they're funny. I get a kick out of it.
Yeah.
Paid Taylor Richard. I can't pronounce that, Taylor. Sorry. I paid $17 today at Cabela's for 9mm Federal. That's not too bad.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's not bad. This 800 round box of 22. Oh man, I shoot this. This thing went from $51 to $59 today at Academy, which kind of bummed me out. I got 9 of them.
That's still a very good deal. Like that last time I saw that box, which was 3 months ago, the place I was in, that box was $130.
What?
Promise you. That exact box, $130. And I ended up buying 500 rounds of Norma for 80 some because that box was too expensive. I paid 80 some dollars for 500.
We need to take up an ammo collection for you, brother, and send you some relief because that's ridiculous.
And I drove 3 hours to find that. I drove to Alabama, another state, to buy that high price ammo.
That's crazy. So everyone in the chat, if you're not a subscriber, please hit the like and subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. If you're not a subscriber to Hootie Who, his link is in the description of this video. And here, let me put a link in the description here. You're probably already a subscriber. I don't know too many people that aren't a subscriber of Hootie Who.
I don't know about that.
I think so. Jay Bolzer says, Smash Time. I received my Smash Time t-shirt today. It's great. I'll be wearing it proudly and singing your praises. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I need to lower my prices, man. So if you see me, Taylor, if you come to my event, man, I'll hook you up with the shirt.
Like people buying it, don't lower it. Come on.
No. I'd rather have just someone buy it, but I'm actually making a bunch of shirts for this event. I have at Trinity Armory, April 24th. Make sure you register. I'm getting some shirts made. It says Smash Time, and then it says Gun Club on the bottom. in cursive.
That's cool.
It's a one-off shirt. You got to go to the event to get it. And then I'm also going to get some Smash Time Year 1 shirts. So you can only get it this
That's
year.
cool.
So if you're not an original, you'll never be able to buy that shirt again. I think that's pretty neat.
Yeah, I think that's awesome.
Yeah. Big Merciful just subbed to Hootie Hoo. See, look at that. You got one new sub.
Sweet.
Gapple just subbed tonight. Nice, man. That's awesome.
Let me know what kind of videos you want to see.
I
New
know.
video every day. All kind of crazy stuff.
Jerry says, I've killed more deer with a bow than a gun. Didn't you shoot your first deer with a bow?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, you said I think it was a $30 bow you got at a pawn shop with some cheap arrows.
Yep, Walmart arrows, $30 pawn shop bow.
And that's not like my brother sent me his PSE bow a couple years ago. I got it restrung and it shoots great. And that's one thing I don't understand is every year there's a new bow. You know, it's something a little bit faster, a little bit greater.
They're smaller and lighter and faster. Like my bow is like 5 foot tall. Like huge bow.
Is it a
And it has no let off. Like OG compound bow has no let off. The wheels at the top are circles.
You need to fix that, man.
I just don't bow hunt anymore.
Why not? I mean, it's a pretty fun. Well, what do I know? I've never hunted with the bow, but
I shoot him with a bow and I can shoot him with a gun. The only reason to bow hunt is to get out there before the gun hunters and before the deer are spooked. That's the only reason. But now in Tennessee, how it works, you got to buy your small game license before you can deer hunt, which that's like $38 now. Then if you want to bow hunt, you got to pay another $38. If you want to shoot them with a muzzleloader, another $38. If you want to shoot them with a gun, it's another $38. So I just buy the small game license and then the gun license because I'm not going to pay $40 just to bow hunt for 2 weeks.
Oh, that's bananas. What about crossbows?
Tennessee, we can use crossbows during bow season.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. Shooting with a crossbow.
Yeah, I have one, but it's the same thing. It's like as old as I am. It shoots them real slow.
Do you have to crank it back?
No, the mine's so old I can just pull the string back by hand.
Oh man, that's not good. That
Starts
sounds-
dropping after 10 yards, but I've killed quite a few deer with it. But
Man, that's awesome. Well, hey man, I really appreciate you coming on. I don't want to keep you. I know you still got to edit that video tonight, and man, your schedule is bananas. I don't know how you can do all these videos. Like after this, I'm a wreck. I'm gonna go to sleep.
I'm gonna get a coffee refill.
Well, hey, everyone in the chat, if you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. If you don't like my channel, you could always unsubscribe. That's okay too. Hootie Hoo, thank you so much for coming on. If you're not a subscriber to Hootie Hoo, make sure you subscribe to his channel too. He has way more content, like 2,000 videos. You got to have like 2,000 videos by now.
Nah, it's like 1,300 or something.
Yeah, I've been watching him several days straight, and I don't think I've made a dent. Go back and watch his very first ones. Oh, you know what we didn't get to talk to? We didn't mention how you sing. Make sure you watch all his videos where he's singing his country music.
Man.
He's got the voice of an angel.
I like to sing, so I've got a bunch of ideas for music. I like to make music videos, but those take a lot of time to film.
You should do
But
it.
I don't have the time.
Well, country music, you need a dog that's old and about to die. You need a truck. You need some blue jeans. You need a country girl that makes bad decisions. There you go, man. That's pretty much the recipe for success right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, if you go back and watch all his singing videos, because I showed my wife and she's like, really? He can sing? All right. All right. Pretty good. Pretty good. You should do it.
Someday.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate everyone watching. Hootie Hoo. It's been a hoot, man. And
Thanks for having me.
thank you so
on.
much for coming on.